All right, I made it another successful 2.6 miles around Lake Patton. I'd probably give today an 8.5 out of 10. Pretty nice run, beautiful weather, not a bad day to be out there on the trails, sun in your face, not too cold, not too hot, just perfect weather. So I'm grateful for that. But I was feeling a little bit pessimistic. I usually try to keep things pretty optimistic on here. But a few things this morning. Had my first return through the authentication program, eBay's authentication program. What I thought was a brand new pair of Nikes came back as pre-owned. They thought they weren't new, so they're coming back. $157 sale is coming back. I messaged the buyer and told them what happened, and they were understanding, but still kind of a rough way to start the morning. I guess, you get them back, you relist them as pre-owned, and they cancel again, so you just got to think of it that way. But a couple issues this morning. A negative feedback came through. It happens. A guy got a pair of shorts. They were size 34 waist. He tried them on. He said they measured closer to 32. He left a negative feedback without even messaging me. I messaged him, told him, hey, you can return those. I have free returns turned on. You just print a shipping label, send them back, get a full refund. I relist them for somebody else. He understood, but people are quick. Easy come, easy go. That's that type of society. I think about that. I spent maybe 20 years freelancing as a photographer in Bellingham and trying to build clientele a little bit, and it's easy come, easy go. Only a handful of those people that I work with are still around. Most are gone, on their way off to some new adventure, and that's the way it goes. You keep your circle small. Everybody is only concerned with themselves these days, and you could be friends for a moment and gone the next. That's the way it goes. People are so consumed with their own adventures that they forget about others, and I'm trying not to do that. Obviously, I got a lot of things going on. I'm pretty concerned with my own adventures as well, making it all happen, and sometimes you forget about calling and reaching out to friends and family and making time for them. But it's important to do that. Don't be one of those easy come, easy go type of people. Don't just leave a negative feedback without reaching out. There's people trying to build a business and they rely on feedback to make sales, and leaving a negative feedback is like a red letter on their, a failing letter on their report card. And that's not easy to get rid of. Obviously, they said they might revise it, but we'll see. People are very fickle. So now that I got that off my chest a little bit, I think, try to stay grateful for those who are in your life and that do provide meaning to your life. And, if those come along and they give you a little dose of meaning, just appreciate it for what it is and move on if they move on. Like I've said in previous videos, the one constant in life is change, and it's going to happen to everyone. Every day is different, and every day presents a new challenge. Today, waking up to that news, a return of a magnitude, $150 might not seem a lot to some people, but I'm running a small business, and it's a hit. Sure, it could come back. I got to wait for these shoes to come back. I got to wait for them to sell again. And just little things like that get on your nerves. You want everything to go smooth, and it just never does. And after 20 years of dealing with this eBay, all these little headaches are a challenge every day. And that's the day in the life of a reseller. That's what I try to convey to you guys. It's not an easy little job. It's pretty tough, and not many of you guys could probably do it. I've been doing it for some time, and sometimes I wonder why, but I'm still at it. It's trying to get a little bit better. It's improving day to day. We're making little changes, making little tweaks. I'm sharing that stuff with you. And things are headed in the right direction, but there's challenges. There's hurdles every day. And I guess that's just life. Everybody deals with little hurdles in their life they have to overcome. and that's part of things. You know, you gotta make the best of them and get over those hurdles and move on to the next day, move on to that next chapter, that next moment of life that will bring you a little bit of joy. You know, not every day is gonna be a joyous occasion. But you know, you have your days. Like, I got to spend some time with my mom on Sunday. It was a good day. Today, not as good a day, but I was able to get out here and get a little sunshine, so we had a good moment. But we got some pizza in the back of the car, another good moment. So I guess just be grateful for those little moments. I'm gonna go home, enjoy that pizza, try to find another joyous moment and forget about this morning. Move forward with a new day tomorrow. Try to find new and interesting things to bring joy to my life and something for me to be a little bit more grateful for tomorrow. And we can all kind of strive for that, try to find those little moments and make the most of them. So tomorrow's a new day. Challenge you guys, wake up tomorrow and thinking about things to be grateful for. Don't worry so much about the past. Can't live in that little moment this morning that put me in a bad mood. I gotta move forward and move on from it. Seems like we live in a society today where we can all say the wrong thing and every word is examined to the last syllable. You know, what did you mean by that? What did you mean? You know, and sometimes if you have ill intent when you say something, sure, you should be chastised for saying something improper. But when you say it with a joyful meaning behind it, with no ill intent, you shouldn't be chastised for saying something when you mean it in a positive way. I think in this YouTube game, you gotta kind of choose your words carefully. You know, you're speaking to a camera, not really thinking too much about what you're saying. You're just going off the top of your head, and a lot of things can be misconstrued. You know, I see a lot of YouTubers out there who are really great talkers, great orators, and they're able to just find those right words and just continuously talk and talk and talk. And you see why there's success out there. You know, they don't stumble over their words, they don't say the wrong things, and they're very calculated in the words that they choose. And you know, that's a learned behavior. You know, the more you do this, the more you talk at this camera, the better you get at it. And hopefully I'm on my way to that, but I gotta be careful in what I say and how I say it, because it's very easy to lose a following. You say the wrong thing and they're gone. You know, that easy come, easy go society. And we don't want to fall into that. We want people to jump on board and stay on board this little adventure. And hopefully we can turn it into something great and try some new things and have some more fun with each other as we move forward in the new year. We're going to try some new things, so be prepared. You've seen what's gone up on the channel lately. We're trying some online arbitrage. We're buying storage units. We're doing jewelry buyouts. We're going to concerts. We're doing all kinds of fun things that are up on the channel. And I've got more planned in the future. We're gonna hit some of those trails again this spring, and hopefully do some more photography. I haven't really picked up the camera in some time, other than my work with the Snohomish Running Company. So we're gonna get back at that. Try to find some wildlife and some fun nature to photograph, and maybe even do a few modeling shoots. You know, I did that for several years and haven't really done much of it lately. So we might reach out to some folks and see what they're up to, and see if they're still interested in having their photos taken, because that was a fun part of life. You know, things kind of come and go, but that was a fun little venture for me, having a studio downtown and doing those little studio shoots. It was a good time, and someday maybe I'll get another studio, but not anytime soon. So I guess you got to stay grateful for the area of life that you're in, the chapter of life that you're working through, and make the most of it. You know, looking back on past chapters is fine, but you learn something from it and you grew from it, and you're exploring this new chapter. And be ready to turn the page, because you know, change is going to happens to us all, and tomorrow is always different than today. So stay grateful for this moment that you're in, live in the now, and I look forward to tomorrow. I'm going to head home, call an end to this moment of gratitude. Of course, you guys should think about what you're grateful for. Speak it out into the universe. Let somebody know you're grateful for them in your own little way. We're going to head home, have some pizza, and then get back to work. We got a stack of hats I'm going to list. But I want to thank everybody for joining this day in the life of a reseller. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed a little of this content, and you'll come back for some more in the future.